Who would like to explain what happened last session? I fucking despise every last one of you.
You're gonna make us laugh, man. I was not here, so it's gonna have to be one of y'all.
We were able to arrive back at Leowin through the most fastest means available to us, courtesy of our bard Terrence.
I made a portal.
A teleportation circle.
And a very good one at that. But we reappeared at Leowin and began making our preparations for the incoming series of events that's probably going to befall us all. Talking to NPCs, talking to friends, talking to family, making the rounds. But that night afterwards, or was it a couple days?
This was several weeks afterwards. Assume that this is the next month.
Okay. Time passes, preparations are being made. But then, while everyone was sleeping in their beds, some of us may or may not have been wearing our armor while sleeping. Because some of us turned paranoid, at least a couple of us.
That sounds a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah, it does. What is it? A star fell on top of the cathedral.
Oh.
And upon us responding and checking it out, it was an angel who looked at Zarn, our general tactician, however you want to put it. The George S. Patton of the NPCs in this game. Holy crap. This angel turned to him and said, Zarian?
Not the right name, but continue.
Sorry, I'm trying to get it right here.
Zarniel.
Please help us, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And then and clonked out while Zarn's eyes went totally white.
Mm-hmm. That about explains it,
And that's
right?
where we...
That about explains it, right?
Alrighty.
So, starting it from there. So yeah, Zarn is kind of like looking at you all, and then he looks back at where basically there's a dead angel, where there was a dead angel, and he says, shit.
Oh, wait. Was I here for that? In the last session?
You stepped away a couple hours before that happened.
Okay. I just remember the guy questioning our, loyalty and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You're good.
No, you're fine.
So wait, the angel just fell on the cathedral and died?
Yep, after grabbing Zarn's arm and calling him Zoniel.
Well, okay. We're all there, right?
Yes, you are indeed all there.
Okay. Terrence is just like, what just happened?
Aldrin will pick his jaw off pick up his jaw off the floor and screw back in his eyes.
Yeah, they just fell out.
Uh-huh. And he'll say, yes, what just happened? And he's kind of looking sideways at Zarn like, what's going on?
You want to tell us what's happening, Chief?
So while everyone, so Zarn kind of like looks around, making sure that no one's looking at him. Everyone seems to be too busy focusing on the hole in the ceiling. So he's just gonna quietly motion you guys to follow as he slips away from the commotion.
All right then. Time to follow.
Old will make sure to direct a couple of people around him to start doing something else and busy themselves to further, hide their movements. Follow.
So quietly you guys make your way into a little back room, and after you all slip in, the ASMR of the group, Uriel, Pino, and Leanne also slip back in, and Zarn kind of like runs a hand over his face as he sits on one of the tables back there. Didn't expect this tonight. Definitely didn't expect this.
I don't think any of us did.
So yeah, I'm not exactly all of who I said I was.
We noticed, yeah.
A long time ago, my name was Zarniel, one of the first Celestials of Celestia.
So you're a little old.
Very, very old.
Oh.
And as he's continuing to think about what to say, Leanne then cuts in and says, Zarn or Zarniel used to be one of the chief defenders of Celestia. In fact, he was for all intents and purposes.
Wow.
Yeah, I used to be, and then a little thing called Blood War started up, which you guys don't know what that is, but basically that's a war between the demons that you guys have probably heard a lot about at this point, and another group of fiends called devils.
The demons and the devils?
Yeah, there's a difference. There is a difference.
What sort of difference would there be?
Well, devils are more likely to make deals and be lawful. They're the type that you'd probably sell your soul to. The demons are more of the kill everything they can get their hands on type of people.
Okay.
So, lawyers and butchers.
Kind of. Devils aren't good either, but yeah, basically.
So lawyers and butchers.
So, we realized. So our boss Nel, or the Light Brother as you call him, we realized that eventually this would spill over into Acria if this wasn't contained, no matter who won there. So, to kind of keep the scales balanced, it was decided that someone would need to go down and keep things in check, and I volunteered. So, I haven't been an angel in a very, very long time. I instead became, well, it'd be easier to show you. He says, as he kind of like stands up on the table. So he takes his sword, and you see it glow fiercely and then
My eyes.
this giant flash of red light appears, and then instead of seeing Zarn, you see floating in the air right in front of you, this person. I'll post this in image chat too.
Yeah, because right now I'm not on my computer. So thank you.
Okay. This is...
Well, shit.
Oh my.
Oh
That's
my.
yeah, that's a creature right there.
Uh-huh.
Not gonna lie, that kind of personally to me that looks kind of devilish or demonish.
So, and then after that, Zarn turns back to normal right in front of you. He says, "Yeah, that's what my devil form looks like."
I'm confused.
Cal's just kind of speechless.
Terrence actually says that, by the way.
Oh, confused by what exactly? Zarn asks as he kind of like brushes off some brimstone off his shoulder.
Wait, so you were always like that? Or...
Well, that's what I turned into once I chose to fall.
Okay.
And then for the next few millennia, I became king of hell, king of the first layer, technically speaking. And then I chose 8 other devils to become my 8 archdukes of the other 8 layers. And for the next couple millennium, the 9 layers of hell warred against, well, we call it the abyss. It's basically it's basically an infinite layer of demon places, and warred against that for the next couple millennia.
Basically, this guy is the leader of the devils.
Do you say that to him?
I don't know, like from what Cal can comprehend.
Yeah.
This guy's just working for us.
And then he explains, but then eventually I got tired of it and I quit.
So you just grew bored, and you're like, "All right, I'll stop being the leader of hell."
Well, have you ever been in an infinitely continuing war where there is no victory, there is no defeat, there's just the constant ebb and flow of maybe like, and then he puts like fingers up that are super close, like this much land.
I haven't lived long enough to go to be in an eternal war, but
Trust me, if you ever reach that point, you'll want to quit.
understandable.
Baldwin just sits down on the floor, puts his elbows on his knees and is just rubbing his temple, the sides of his head.
He looks at Whitney and he says, "An Inferno," and that's part of the reason why I know Inferno, by the way. Since Whitney, since you know it too.
Oh. Makes sense.
So wait, what happened with that? And he points at the angel.
So that angel was Variel, an old friend of mine a close friend of mine from Celestia. He is one of the few people who actually knew my location once I quit the whole being King of Hell thing. Because I let someone else take my place, and I basically got, pun intended, the hell out of Dodge.
A good old knee slapper, that one.
And I'm so sorry. It's implied, like, because he's dead now, you know.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, thanks for telling us. Yeah.
But yes. So me and NEL let me quit my job because basically, well, he most likely knew what was going on. Knew what was going to happen. Basically, was cool with it. So yeah. So he and a small number of Celestials know where I am. Basically, Variel was one of them, and
they need your help now.
I'm gonna go on the assumption that whoever killed Variel is hunting me.
Oh.
At this point, you see from where Aldwin's sitting, a stream of pipe smoke just come up from where he is.
Oh my goodness.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Okay.
So, Aldwin, listen. Aldwin will speak up. So you're telling us you were the Celestial way long ago.
Mm-hmm.
One of them, one of the Celestials,
Mm-hmm.
way long ago. You saw that the devil, demon, fiend, whatever what threat is brewing, and in probably a few thousand years, it's going to be a major problem for everyone. Decided to come down from Mount Celestia, stride into the 9 hells, or whatever they're called, became the boss
Good evening,
of the place.
fellas. Wait, what?
Okay.
Became the boss of the place.
Hold up.
Hey, Car.
Perry, start from the beginning so Car can understand.
Okay. Just so that you know, I am away from computer right now. Currently cooking some chicken. But yes.
Yeah, I'm going to start from the top here.
Right from the top.
So Zarn, if you want to be called that.
That works.
Is that okay? All right. So Zarn, you were one of the Celestials.
Mm-hmm.
Way long ago.
Defender of Celestia, kind of top dog.
Yeah, he's the top dog. You and your Celestial buddy saw, oi, the demons, fiends, devils, whatever you want to call them, the evil incarnates and down wherever are going to be a huge problem in a couple thousand years. And you concoct a plan that you, the guardian of Mount Celestia, just comes on down the mountainside, goes straight into the nine hells, and becomes their boss.
It's not a mountain, but continue. Yeah.
Either way, you descend from the heavens and go straight down into the nine hells and become their boss.
King of Hell.
You form the 8 archdukes of the nine layers, or the eight other layers, and kick off probably the longest conflict in history that's only going to cause that's been going on for so long and for over such a tiny little strip of territory that, effectively speaking, you basically held back the tide, you and your horned compadres down in the nine hells. And then you decided one day, no, I'm kind of done here.
Yep, I quit. Yeah.
You quit. Come back to the prime material plane.
Not a plan. Continue.
Or the prime here.
I come to Acria. Continue.
Makes a motion. You come here. Come to this place. Not here quite yet. And just decide to screw around and do mortal stuff for a little while.
Basically.
And now an angel has fallen in the cathedral. Literally, an angel has fallen and died in the cathedral. And apparently something's hunting after you that killed an angel.
Yeah, that's about right.
Alden just stares at Zarn for a couple seconds. So, on a scale of the crib being tipped over to a massive meteor storm falling down on a massive asteroid coming, or whatever, rock falling on Acria and destroying all of life, what level of screwed are we right now?
Not particularly. Judging by the wound, Variel was killed by an angelic weapon. So basically, it's another angel hunting me.
So, whatever the equivalent of Sodom and Gomorrah is for us.
It's not that bad. It's probably one angel.
Everyone will see a larger stream of pipe smoke coming out of Alden's pipe. So you're telling me another angel is hunting you?
Probably me and my compatriots here. He motions to the other ASMR in the room.
And there's probably with a strong likelihood that your celestial friend potentially just led that hunter to here, to where you are.
Probably.
How long do you think this other celestial is just going to pop up out of nowhere and start clashing with you?
If they do it now, they're going to invoke the wrath of NEL, I can tell you that much.
Who?
The Light Brother. We Celestials call him NEL. You call him the Light Brother. Don't worry about it.
Otto would just rub his head, fill up his pipe more. And
If I know something, it's you don't mess with the light, bro.
Yeah, basically. Especially since there's something really important to him down here.
back.
Welcome back.
What time in the morning is it currently?
It is like midnight, dude.
Yeah, you still have your PJs on. I'm still
no.
working off some alcohol.
I thought I said Aldwin was sleeping in his armor last night, but alright.
I thought I remembered you like we just met each other at the intersection. You have your like your like oh no, you had your like those eye covers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had the eye cover on. And your little like that classic PJ hat that Scrooge wears. A little cotton ball on the end. Definitely what Alden wears when he goes to bed.
Mm-hmm. This is going to sound like a dumb question, but what's the certainty of you being attacked, Zarn?
That'll do it.
Whoever it is has a big grudge against me if they're willing to kill fellow angels about it. Probably, if I had to hazard a guess, probably someone who knows that I quit. Probably not happy about it.
Why do you have any hazard a guess on why they would decide now of all times to start seeking revenge?
Considering the fact that the devils are about to lose the war against the demons, can you think of a better time?
I truly have no response to this. This is a spanner the size of the moon being thrown into anything I've been thinking of.
Oh, you'll be fine. At most, I might need you killing an angel here. Killing an angel, potentially.
Just killing an angel.
You saw what I look like, right? Like you know what I look like, correct? Like you didn't like none of you just turned blind for like 5 seconds, right?
No, not that I recall.
There might be a mental block in my head right now, but yes.
So, okay, if I was king of hell, and if there's a shit ton of fiends shit ton of devils that constantly want to stab me in the back to take that title, how badly do you think that you're fucked right now?
A non-zero amount.
Like nearing zero. Like you guys are fine, most likely.
Aldwin will just rub his head.
So, let me get this straight. Someone is coming after you, correct?
Yeah, most likely.
And if we were to aid you in stopping this sort of event from happening...
Oh no, I just need your help to kill them. That's it.
Need our help to kill them.
Most likely, yeah.
And what do we get in return on your end?
Do I not already work for you? Like, is that not clear? Like, you get to keep me around?
Sounds like a good deal.
I just want to make sure you won't switch sides as a result.
For who? You mean with Umig and them? Oh please, nah, pass.
All right.
Your little spat with Umig. Nah, I'll be fine.
Very well, Zaniel. Then you have my blade.
Zarn works for now, but noted. Thanks.
Yeah, I suppose we don't really have any other choice either way.
I mean, it's really up to you whether you decide to help me out or not.
I mean, you've helped us this far.
But
It's only
you're
fair
with
we
this.
help you.
Just like the faster we help him and get this issue over and done with, the faster he can help us against Lumiig. Oh my god!
Oh, don't
Why
speak
is
up. Technically, he already began helping us with the whole Unieg situation.
Yes, and he wouldn't be able to continue if there's a giant fucking angel thing attacking him.
I kind of feel like that might be a mute point. Considering what he pulled in the past. But yes, the faster this is resolved, the better.
Be our first clues to find out where this individual is. I'm sorry I sound constipated.
We don't need to look for him. Eventually they'll rear their ugly head.
So we just keep going as is, and somewhere along the line we're going to get attacked by some sort of angel.
I mean,
That's lovely.
do you guys have any idea how to actually hunt an angel?
I don't believe I have that under my repertoire yet.
I'm not an expert at the clergy.
I
so no.
definitely don't.
Yeah.
But you know who probably would?
Who?
Is it Pino? Is Pino the name?
Pino kind of like picks up. I wouldn't know anything of the type.
Yeah. Why do I keep you around? Would potentially, Allume know anything? No, not Allume. Allume's mother.
There we are.
Zarin kind of like says, "Oh, we're calling in Taya now."
Sure. I mean, who else would have expertise on this sort of thing than an angel herself?
What am I, chopped liver? Anyway, okay. Well, give me a second. I think if I call her by her actual name, she should show up. So.
Oh God! Here we go.
He then proceeds to speak in Celestial, and the ground starts shaking. And then there's a bright flash of light, and in pops Allume's mother. Still got it. Cool. What? Zoniel. Taya, hi, good to see you. She does not look happy. She does not look amused at the current moment.
Would you care to help us with this issue?
Would it have anything to do with the angel that crashed into the cathedral?
That would have plenty to do with it.
It's what exactly do you need assistance with?
Would you have any ideas on who might be hunting angels down or going after Zarniel?
If there is someone hunting after Zarn, then it is someone. If an angel is hunting after Zarn, then by this point they would have become fallen, which means that they no longer count themselves amongst Celestia's ranks. However, if I had to hazard a guess, they would most. So wait, what exactly are you asking? Like you asking?
Basically, if she has any like ideas or leads or anything like that on who would be hunting down Zarn and or killing other Celestials.
There are no known fallen angels that I know of currently, since not many since any that have fallen have been dealt with. Though there could be one in hiding. If you're looking for someone who has a past grievance with Zarn, there could be another who he left in charge of the Nine Hells. I doubt he cares that much. There's his sister, who's also down in the Nine Hells. Oh, yeah. Maybe not her. And there's also, what was his name? It was one of the other Archons that she feuded with here and there. Oh, Mina Maniel? Yes, him. Oh, that'd be funny if that was the case. Well, there's a thought. Well, yeah, there's that. There could be a Maniel or one of my siblings, though the siblings ones I cast out on.
So I guess we start preparing against Mario.
Maniel, but
Manio.
I mean, technically preparing, quote unquote.
If one can prepare. So are we going to wait for them, or are we going to go to them? If possible.
Well, we'd have to find them first.
I guess we could wait for them. Okay.
Yeah, I could spend my time looking for them here and there. Zarn manages the kind of stretches. And then once we find them, we just go. Once we find them, we go and kill them. Simple as that.
Mondial, right? That is your most likely target. What would be the last whereabouts of him? Or her? Or angel?
Zarn shrugs. I don't know. I didn't keep in touch with him.
Right. Do you know anyone who would have kept in touch with him?
We could try and find an Asimar of his lineage.
Well, that's a good start. Does Taya have any ideas?
Well, there is a sizable Asimar population in town. I suppose that Uriel speaks up. I could look into that matter. Since Pino and Leanne are both close to Zarn, them looking into it would no doubt raise suspicion. However, if I do it, then I doubt that would be the case.
Good, you're hired.
I wasn't asking for the job. I was going to do it either way. But noted. This angel has killed a servant of the court. Thus, as a result, it falls to people like me to make sure that they are dealt with.
Fuck! I need myself there.
Well, if that's the case, I think we're done here, right?
I guess so.
That work for everyone else?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Might as well have to.
All right, then. Then, on that note, you all decide to split up for the night, going to rest wherever you all wish. And with that, eventually it does become morning, and it is a new month. The fourth month, as it were.
Yay!
So, what plans does everyone plan to do? So, what plans do you all have going forward?
Let's see. Oh, there's always war preparations.
Oh yeah.
And there's also spending time with the NPCs. Sorry, go on.
As it all in the. I just remembered he needs to talk to the Dragon Knights and get a situation update from them. If they're available.
What situation update exactly?
Finding the where do they sit on getting the undead dragon knight deal situated.
Alright. What's everyone else going to be up to?
That is a good question. Have
I think turns. Okay, sorry.
No, you go ahead.
No. If you were doing something,
No,
I
you go.
had to
That's fine.
do something.
You go do your thing.
Turns would go to the alchemy shop.
Alright.
To talk with the.
You're going to talk with Grimbosh and Nura.
Uh-huh.
Alright. What particular are you going to talk to them about?
I don't know, I just entered, and what do I see?
There's not much going on really. The shop is running well as usual. People coming in and out, buying some things here and there.
Yeah, I'm like, hey guys. It's been a bit.
They kind of greet you. Nura Grimbosh was carrying something at the time, so he quickly had to hold on to it and take it to where it needs to go. And Nura is simply sitting at the counter as they both greet you. How was your vacation?
I wouldn't exactly call it a vacation. It was fine though. I got to use my new teleporter.
Oh, cool.
Okay, can I ask something, Keith? Are we supposed to not be talking about what's really going on?
Yeah, well, I would say keep it under wraps, but I think Tate has blabbed to like 3 people at this point.
Oh god.
One of which already knew the situation, but yeah.
Okay. But I am supposed to be saying that we're preparing for something.
Yeah, like preparing for war is one thing that could happen.
Yeah, they, they say war's gonna break out soon, and I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Sorry, was
Like
I?
at this point, it's not something new.
Yeah,
You know,
Grimbosh kind of shrugs
when
about it.
when I run out of my home, I never imagine it end up like this. It's really strange.
Well, that's how a warring states period is in a way, I suppose. You hear Grimbosh say.
Yeah. Or maybe just how the world is in general.
Yeah. Well, there's another one.
Okay.
Hmm?
Yeah, no, go on.
Grimbosh says, well, if there's another one coming, I already know what side I'll be on. I don't really fight, so I particularly wouldn't choose a side, Nira says. But since I live here, I guess that kind of says what side I'm on in a way.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to fight to help one of the sides, you know.
Oh, true. Me making alchemy potions for one side or the other would definitely have that be the same thing. Though I guess technically by me being an alchemist, that no longer makes me a bystander, which technically speaking would let people be able to attack me in that case, or be able to prosecute me if the other side happens to win and it gains control of the territory. But I doubt that ever be an issue here, right?
Right. He kind of like, nods. Um,
Good to know.
I don't think that's something you should be worrying about right now.
I'll take your word for it.
Mm-hmm. I suppose I'm gonna go out for a walk, and I'll come see you guys later.
They nod, kind of wishing you a good walk.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Um, Now, I'm not quite sure what other NPCs I might be talking to.
I mean, for right now.
So I don't know. Let's go. No, go on.
Okay, so what would you like to do? All right. Well, we could. Well, as I asked everyone, we could see what everyone's going to be doing over the course of the month.
Okay, we're gonna fast forward the month.
Yeah, I mean, So that's one of the things you could do over the course of the month was talk to the NPCs. Um, I mean, not Terry. Perry plans on talking to the Dragon Knights. Gabe probably has no idea what he's doing.
Probably talk to the family, so I don't, have to fight them. But something like that.
Makes sense. All right. Roxy, what do you plan on doing over the course of the month?
I'll be right back.
All right. Roxy, are you there? Right, I guess nothing like this. All right, Aldwin.
Yes.
So, where do you look for the Dragon Knights?
Ah, good question. Where would a Dragon Knight hang out? Or be active in? I would say begin at the parade grounds, but I'm not sure that'll be correct. Hello?
I mean, if that's the case, well, they'd probably look for a good open area to fly and practice with their dragons in.
Alrighty. Then, all of them will head out to any open field that's large enough for 2 dragons to be able to fly around freely without colliding or distracting with each other's movements or maneuvers. So we'll start there first.
All right. So, what's the location exactly?
Initially, I would say the parade grounds, but I'm not sure if that's big enough. So farm fields, basically anywhere on the western side of town, rural side of town.
All right. You head over. Okay, so you head over to the western side of town, and you do see the two dragon knights, and a couple of what you assume to be wyvern riders flying around. You do see Elian and Penal amongst them.
All of them will go over to the edge of the field that they're flying over and just simply stand at the edge, and lean up against a fence post, and watch them.
So they kind of take notice of you, and the two of them like fly down, and Elian kind of a bit of a slew up. Penal stares at you, looks at you, and Elian asks, "What are you doing over here, Commander Sir Aldwin?"
Just call me Aldwin, please. But I'm looking for a status report on your hunt for I believe it was an undead dragon rider of some sort.
Yes, an undead dragon knight. Penal cuts in. We have found him, as it were.
Alrighty.
However, other duties demand that we deal with other things before we have a chance to deal with him. And unfortunately, it appears that we might lose him before we can go after him.
What are your duties that you are being pressed into?
Elian kind of thinks about it. We both have a contract to defend a caravan that'll be heading north and will be gone for quite a while.
He'll nod. So that. Anything else?
The wyvern riders still need to be looked after, since they're still learning. Leonardo has become one of them, as it were. You kind of look up, and you do see Leonardo trying to steer one of the wyverns.
Interesting, they'll say.
Mm-hmm.
Did not realize Leonardo had picked up wyvern riding.
He's been trying. He's been training in private for a while. This is one of the first times he's actually gone out to fly.
He'll nod. In good conscience, I can't peel you away from your tutoring.
However, you could deal with the Dragon Knight, as it were.
I could.
Or rather your council group could.
I can bring it up to the counselors, see what response they can muster.
I'd recommend that you and your little. Okay, they're more referencing to you and the party. Since they kind of hope that it would be more low key, so no one learns about what's going on.
He'll nod. Yeah, both of the Dragon Knights will see he's kind of milling. They'll see gears are turning in the back of his mind. Yeah, if I only get a handful of the lions, a couple of the lions to sally forth, I could probably also commission a few of the more veteran knights to come, Jade Knights to come and help. Or at least the ones I know I can trust with such an important task.
Be careful with that. This Dragon Knight was powerful in life, and I doubt that his undeath has made him any weaker. And the dragon that he now rides with is one that you can't underestimate.
He'll nod. I have half the heart to try to get you two to handle it, but at the same time, I know that would be suicide.
As much as we'd like to, unfortunately, that might not be the case anytime soon.
I can potentially peel you away from the caravan contract.
Yeah, have fun convincing that lord to do it.
Yeah. Just thinking, if I can just get a group of mercenaries to do it. I know a contact, you can probably do it fairly easily. Though getting him to do it would be another question entirely. But I'll bring it out to the lions to see if we can go after this undead dragon knight.
Nod. If you go after him, watch yourself.
Does he have a little horde of minions behind him?
No, he's alone, but that doesn't make him any less dangerous.
If you have a map of his location, it'll make it easier convincing by bringing it up to the lions.
They give you his exact location. He appears to be in a small forested area with a hill on top.
Alrighty. Let's scribble that down. But now I got something for you two. If you don't mind doing some horse trading here.
What exactly do you need us to do?
Some tells you know about a man named Bruticus.
Sounds familiar, but don't know him exactly.
Well, he is currently he's an old friend from the Knights of the Green. We were rivals before the order fell, but we're now good friends, or at least comrades. He's currently looking for a dead man that he believes is very much alive. If you are willing to track down at least track down the individual he seeks, that'll be a great help.
Ilian nods, and Penal says, "If you're willing to do this task for us, we should be able to do this task for you in that case."
He'll nod. Just please don't do it out of obligation because I'm the Lord or someone with station. It's not an order or a request, it's just a question.
Pinal kind of like looks at Elian when you say that, and Elian kind of shrugs. All right, yeah, I got it.
Probably won't turn over an envelope detailing what Lucas has been doing and his target over to them.
All right.
And now I'm going to go see if that Lord can back off the caravan contract.
Have fun. That Elian says before the two of them might back off to the sky, kind of like commanding the Wyvern Riders back into attention.
Well, then we'll watch them do their thing for a little bit before turning to leave.
As you watch for a little bit, you do see that Leonardo is getting more of a knack for it, and as he and his Wyvern seem to be able to work together very well.
Alden will make a mental note that he'll have to get him a saddle. Or a well-made saddle for him. And then he'll turn to leave.
Alright. On that note, alright, switching off. Does anyone else have something that they'd like to do currently? Alright.
Not at the current moment, simply because I'm still cooking.
Alright. Gabe or Whitney? Roxy or Gabe?
No.
Alright.
Not that I can think of right now.
Alright. Alright, then might as well get someone now. Gabe!
Gabe Newell.
Gabe.
I'll add him.
God damn it, the one time!
Bruh.
I've returned.
Okay, awesome. Hey, Gabe, you're up. So, one night while you're working in your office, you find a mysterious letter.
Oh my. Not again. Alright. Lay it on me.
Okay, so this letter says to head to the city entrance to meet family.
A roundabout way of doing it, but okay. Alright. I'll go invisible. Why not? And head out.
Alright. You go invisible to sneak out of the castle?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Because why not?
Alright. So, you head out. And you're at the city gates. There's not that many guards around. Do you decloak?
Do I see any family around?
Not currently, no.
I'll decloak.
You decloak, and you look around, and there doesn't appear to be anyone there at first.
I wonder who it is.
And then a bit of this, a cold shiver kind of like goes down your spine as a realization comes to you that you're being watched.
From where?
And then, stepping out of the shadows, you see a man with some traits similar to your own, but
fuck.
deathly pale.
Oh no. Why did I do this? Alright.
My, you do look so much like her. nephew.
Uncle?
Ah, so you do know, you do recognize me.
It's kind of hard not to.
I am glad to see that your talents are not going to waste.
That makes two of us.
He looks you over. You can see he has the same olive skin tone that you do with golden eyes, and he kind of looks you up and down. He kind of like circles around you at first. I thank you for dealing with the interlopers.
They were a thorn on my side, and I guess by circumstance, by coincidence, I helped scratch your back by dealing with them.
Yes, you did indeed. I am thankful for that. He gives a bit of a bow.
Alright. Abilities. What can I do? Alright.
He then
Yeah.
steps forward as he and he says, it is a sad thing for Mosa to be alone in the world, is it not? Though you
I'm
do,
not alone.
yes, you do have your sister, Ellison. But what if I told you there was a way to get back another that you lost?
What are you proposing?
It has come to my attention that you have gotten your hands on a shard of black crystal. May I see it?
Alright. Gonna insight check this shit. And also, insightful manipulator. I want to see his class level.
He doesn't have
Or,
it. He doesn't.
or like, if it be higher than my class level.
Okay, so he is superior to you.
Good to know.
Um,
I'm guessing in terms of my mental stats, it's also the same. He's superior in pretty much all of them.
let me see. I have to see what your mental stats are.
14, 14, 18. Or int whiz curse.
You said 14, 14, 18. Okay, so in terms of intelligence, he is superior to you.
Okay. Alright. Is he my equal or inferior to the other two?
So I think it's only, isn't specifically you can only pick two.
Two of the following. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Two of the following. Well, then I can just spend another.
Roll insight for me, by the way.
Yep. All right.
With a 24, he appears to be very interested in the crystal that you hold.
What do you plan on doing with this crystal that I allegedly have?
If it is what I think it is, then I may be able to help you reunite with the one that we both lost.
All right. If I recall correctly, this guy made my mother led her onto the path of being turned into a vampire.
Well, Well, okay. So your mother was born a vampire, but you
Yes.
know that he supposedly had some relation to the cult that turned her, but you don't know if he tried to stop them or tried to help them.
Okay, so alright. Okay. Uh does he seem like he'd actually hold up that part like, oh yeah, I'll bring her back?
He seems trustworthy in the fact that he wants to bring Lilith back.
Okay. I'll take this gamble. I'll give him the shard.
You hand him the so okay, wait. Do you hand it to him or do you just show it to him?
I show it to him.
Okay.
Sorry.
You show him the shard and his eyes light up. That is indeed a piece of the shadow stone.
And what, pray tell, is the Shadow Stone?
It can be used to resurrect people such as me in the form that they used to be. A normal resurrection spell would make Lilith like your compatriots, but a shadow stone would bring her back as the vampire she was.
I don't know if she would want that.
Is it not better to be as we are? Well, I am, and part of you to be a creature of the night.
Her being a creature of the night led her to do some things that, well, led from one thing happening to another. That, frankly, is better left forgotten.
And who put those lies in your head, nephew?
I know what I saw.
Your mother, my sister, was a rather good person from what I heard, even with her vampire lineage. But she would. But eventually she did awaken to her true calling, as I hope you will.
So this true calling turns one hostile to those around them?
Not hostile. We recognize that we are above the mortals, the mortal races. You have a piece of that. You will live far beyond even the elves of this land. You and I will not know the curse of old age. We will watch as empires turn to dust and blow away.
What will you have after 500 years? Alright, okay. Seems somewhat lonely.
That is why we should bring back someone who can share that loneliness with us. Isn't that right, nephew? If you hand me that piece, we can find the shadow stone. and bring back Lilith von Mosa.
Can I think on this? This is all rather sudden. Me meeting you for the first time just a few minutes ago, with an offer I more than likely can't refuse. I'd like to think on this.
What is there to think about? You'd have the last bit of family that truly understands you. After all, do the other members of your family truly understand you? The brother that views your mother as a monster, the father that took your mother away from you, do they truly know you? Do they truly understand you?
I do have a sister, as you may know. I'm
And
sure she would like something to say.
I think she would agree with whatever the brother that has looked after her thinks, as she shares the same blood that you do. Don't you think? She is all you have, after all. Without Lilith, what else will you have when, as time takes away those beneath you? What will you have in 500 years, for example?
Well, I'd have my sister, presumably you, and those who aren't burdened by the curse of aging.
Let us add another to that list, then. He holds out his hand. Allow me to find the Shadow Stone.
Errol, help me. Alright. Okay. And what is involved with the Shadow Stone? What is required?
We will simply need to find suitable vessels to activate it to bring back the one we lost in her truest form.
And what would these vessels be?
Simple people that no one would miss.
Alright. I guess I can go along with this. See there again.
Excellent. He continues to hold out his hand.
Why don't we do this together?
We shall. But I need to find it first. And the shard will help me do that.
I don't have a feeling I'm gonna have to put them both down. Alright. Okay. Alright. I hand it to him. What could go wrong?
He takes the shard and he looks it over. Excellent. I will find the remnants of the Shadow Stone. And I will be in touch, nephew. Let your sister know of this, but not the others. This is between Von Mosas, after all. He puts a hand on your shoulder. Soon we will be reunited with your mother.
Here's to that.
And with that, he turns into a flock of bats and flies away, leaving you in the city, near the entrance of the city, alone.
That was an entrance. And farewell. One way to leave. Alright, well, I have my own escape, and I turn invisible and head out.
All right. And with that, congratulations, Kaladin. You have now begun the quest to revive your mother.
Do it. Revive your mother.
And I've completed the quest Lastimos' Revenge. Congratulations.
Oh,
Oh,
congratulations, you completed your quest. Oh.
And with that, all right, and let's transition to the overworld once again.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Kaladin's a part of the underworld, quite literally.
Yes, quite.
You are the criminal and the dark
Pretty much,
underworld.
yes, it's pretty much like Omni-Man and Invincible. He's like better than me, pretty much like almost every way, or something like that. Just beats me into the ground.
No, he didn't beat you in the ground.
But if-
Also, nice timing on that music. Jesus. It just beats me to the ground. Music first.
Okay.
Sounds about right.
On that note, so to provide a recap to the people that have just arrived. So, back at the beginning of the session, Zarn has revealed himself to be Zarniel, a former angel and former guardian of Celestia. He is being hunted by an angel because Zarniel fell and became the king of hell and a devil to lead a war with the devils against the demons. However, he quit that job some time ago and has been wandering Acria since, leaving the devils to be slaughtered by the demons and the eventual invasion of Acria by said demons. And you all have agreed to help him kill the angel that is hunting him once he finds them.
Mhm.
The angel is spiteful at him for basically abandoning his post, and as a result, it's most likely a fallen angel hunting after a devil, the former king of hell to be exact. The image of Zoniel in his devil form is in image chat if anyone cares to look at that. But yeah. On that note, since you're both here, Searson and Tate.
Yes.
Would you guys like to get the Abbresso investigation over and done with?
Oh, yeah. We're working on that, huh? Let's go finish that.
Yeah. You got the cookie?
Yeah.
All right. So, as said before on the war table, you two have discovered that Abbresso was lying about his whereabouts, and now the question remains who you will question next about the current circumstance.
You know, we just like Tate.
Mm.
Sorry. Any ideas?
Remind me what this was again.
Okay.
So
Go ahead.
Go on. We talked to Abresso about his whereabouts. He said he was in the city talking to this dude. I think it was like a goblin dude. And then we talked to him, and he's like, I have no idea where this man is. He was not here. Proving that the man was lying. And further proving the second point that I think that both Abressos are the same espresso personality.
I was about to say espresso, espresso.
Abresso and Mercurio are the same person, is what you're thinking?
Yes, Abresso and Mercurio are the same person.
Oh dang. Okay.
Because there is no proof that Abresso actually went on the trip like he said.
It's been like a month. I'm gonna have to remember everything I want to do.
You did want to question the wife.
Right,
Yeah.
because she was the only one that was there and that could tell us what really happened.
Mm-hmm.
Like, where's the wife?
She would be at the manor. She would be at the manor along with Abresso, though when you go to visit, Abresso is out at the current moment, thankfully.
Oh, it's just her.
Yep, she's home alone.
Here.
Car, you're cutting out.
And it's Mercurio here is what I was asking.
Are you back to normal now, Car?
Am I?
I think you are.
Sounds like it.
So what were you saying?
Well, I was asking if Mercurio was there, but I think that,
Neither
probably not.
Neither Mercurio nor Abresso are home at the moment. Mercurio left. Remember, he left once Abresso came back from his trip, so he's most likely not to be seen again in town.
Okay, so take it, sir, I guess.
So where is she right now?
So you guys head to the manor. One of the servants lets you in, and Elia Dinar seems to be sitting in the dining room, having a glass of wine at the current moment. Oh, Warden Severin and Ambassador Ruse. I didn't expect you all to be visiting. Is there something I can help you with?
Yeah. We want to speak to you about the incident.
Oh, that dreadful attack on my husband and his brother a month ago.
Yes, can you tell us about it from your perspective?
Well, Abresso, Mercurio, and I decided to have dinner with Abresso's return home. We heard a commotion outside and saw fires raging in the distance and decided to become home. And then suddenly, a tabaxi burst in and not realizing and claimed that they wanted to get back at the man that had harmed so many of their kind. How they mistakenly thought that Abresso was Mercurio, and wounded my husband. In response, Mercurio grabbed the tabaxi and snapped their neck, as it were, or beat them down to protect us.
And that's it.
Yes.
Oh. Were you aware that Abresso didn't actually go to NES like he said?
She kind of pauses. That seems rather strange that he would lie about something like that. But I'm sure
Is
he
he
had his
type to
reasons.
lie?
Hmm?
Oh, I was gonna say, is he usually the type to lie?
Not particularly.
Uh, I'm sorry. I had ideas for this, but I can't think of anything. Car, if you want to say something, or I can just keep struggling.
No, it's fine. Lady Abressa. Oh, fuck. I forgot her last name.
Lady Dinar.
Lady Dinar. Interesting. Um, you witnessed both people at the same time?
I did indeed.
So this confirms that both Mercurio and Abressa are the same person. That's lovely.
I'm sorry, what?
To explain this, I have reason to believe that Abressa and Mercurio may be the same person.
If if that is indeed the case, then how do you explain? Then why is it exactly that no one has caught on to this supposed fact?
Well, who would potentially ever catch on to it?
I would think people that would like to meet them both at once, wouldn't you say?
Who has ever wanted to meet Mercurio?
Well, I'm sure their father back when he was alive.
Alright, anyone else?
Business workers, things of that nature.
And have you ever been confronted with this issue before?
I'm sure it has popped up. I am not exactly my husband's keeper in terms of business and the like. I look after the household, as it were.
And you don't look after him?
I make sure that he is looked after when he's not working, yes.
Why did Abressa leave today?
I assume that he went to go meet with another merchant to discuss business.
I mean, he didn't tell you.
He goes, as I said before, the family business is his department.
Are you aware that when Abressa left for the month that Mercurio was here, he did not go to the location he said he was?
As Warden Severin told me, and as I said to him, that's a bit surprising, but it's not. After all, it's not like him to lie, as I told him. But
It's not like him to lie. That's correct. So would you perhaps know where he'd be going?
I have no idea.
This is going a whole lot of nowhere.
I mean, you haven't incited or investigated her.
I'll roll inside.
I want to insight specifically if she is telling the truth that she saw both of them at once.
All right, you can roll investigation instead of insight, Susan. All right, so insight.
Alright.
So insight, please, or whatever.
21.
Okay. And from you,
21.
alright. 21 from Tate, and a 21 from you, Pearson.
Yes.
Alright. So she is not lying when she says that she saw them both at once. However, Tate, you can tell that she clearly knows more than she's letting on.
Let's cut the bullshit. He kind of like walks towards her a bit more. You're not telling us everything.
What could I be hiding, dear Warden?
You say you saw Abrescio and Mercutio, right? Mercurio or Mercutio?
Mercurio.
I'm thinking of Romeo and Juliet. Mercurio. Or I'm muting you. Cutting you down.
Oh,
So you say you told us you met Abresso and Mercurio at the same time, but that's not all.
Clever Warden, she says. She takes another sip of her wine before putting the glass down. Well, let's suppose you do have the right to roll. Well, Mercurio does indeed exist. He and my husband are a lot closer than most siblings are.
Like how close?
Well, if I had to say, they share certain qualities. A body, for one.
So they're sharing a body.
Yes.
How?
From what I gather, it's been like that for them since they were born. One in the same body, as it were.
I apologize for the background noise. There should be none now.
You're good.
So who's how do I say this? So is it like one has a body and one doesn't and they just switch? Or is there something else going on here?
That'd be the most accurate way to say it, I suppose. They, they're, though, it is both their bodies. It just changes who's the one who's awake at the moment. Sometimes Mercurio is, sometimes Abreu is. And sometimes there's those rare moments where the two of them just switch on at once.
In the same body.
Yes. But neither of them. But Abreu doesn't know that, after all.
He doesn't know?
No, he doesn't.
Why?
He simply... Well, I'd attribute it to his memory, most likely. He just makes up where he thinks he goes.
Well, I saw some lady there, so that's someone new, so. I hate people. Oh god, I'm not muted.
Good job.
You're not muted.
He simply makes up where he goes, after all. Mercurio, I think, knows exactly what's going on, with the little trinkets he leaves behind.
So during the attack, Mercurio was there, but not Abreu.
Well,
Getting that right.
Abreu was the dominant personality, but when he was hurt, Mercurio came out and dealt with the little intruder.
They both were there, technically.
Yes. Which is why when you asked if I saw them both at once, that I wasn't lying. She gives a soft smile.
Okay, so out of character, who was the one that we were looking for? Was it Mercurio or we were looking for Mercurio, right?
Yep, you were looking for Mercurio to question him on what happened that night.
Okay, so all right, so in character, okay, how do we make Mercurio come out so we can talk to him?
Well, the easiest way would be to threaten Abrasso physically.
I can do that, but I'm sure my partner here wouldn't like that. Unless she insists.
It's totally fine. I think we need to get to the bottom of this. But I don't really know where to go with this. So even if we do figure out that he has both personalities, right? That he has both Abrasso and Mercurio inside him. What does that information lead? Like, what is the importance of this information?
Well, I know you wanted to question Mercurio. You wanted to question Mercurio, so now you know his exact whereabouts, I guess, at all times.
Yeah.
Technically, we know where he is.
Mm-hmm.
So, what will we need to question Mercurio about?
The events of that night. I believe that was the goal when you were looking for him from the beginning.
Right. We should probably try to find him then.
As you have that,
Sorry. Yeah.
As you have that thought, you see the front door open and shut, and you do hear Abrasso say, "I'm back home. The meeting went well." Elia looks towards the hallway where the footsteps are coming from, and then she looks back at you two. And she simply picks up her wine again.
All right. Well, Tate just cracks.
Is that the lovely Lord Dinar?
Abrasso walks in. He says, Lord Severin, Lady Ruse, I I didn't expect you all to be here. Ah, yes, they dropped in unannounced on me as well.
Huh.
All right. Well, yeah. Tate just looks at him and goes, sorry about this in advance." And then he just grabs him and he grabs him by the collar and slams him against the wall.
So when you do that, a look of fear rushes through Abrasso's face as he starts breathing heavily. And then that changes to absolute fury as that fear in his eyes changes too. And then he says, "What the hell do you think you're doing?"
Nice to meet you, Mercurio.
And then he looks over at Elia, who just continues to sip her wine. He says, "Well then, I see that my brother's secret is out then."
Yeah, kind of messed up that he doesn't know actually.
He doesn't need to know. Now, will you unhand me?
All right, Tate just lets him go.
He kind of brushes himself off. So, what exactly do you two want?
Tell us exactly what happened that night.
I was enjoying a nice dinner with my brother and my sister-in-law when that ragged filth came in here and attacked him. And being the one, having to be the one that protects him, I snapped that little fur coat's neck after it harmed us. He motions to the claw mark on his face.
But why did he come and attack you in the first place? Do you know?
If I had to hazard a guess, it was one of that Melody's Tabaxi friends that still held grievances at me for supposed wrongdoings back in Aeneas. I guess they decided to get physically violent this time, and earned what they got.
Insight.
Okay, well, insight.
Melody?
Yeah. A melody of soft
21.
tones. A melody. He's a Tabaxi bard who arrived in town and has basically been leading the entire movement against Mercurio being in Leowin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know that Searson met him at one point, but he's been staying in Leowin ever since, but he's been more in the background more than anything else. But would you like to roll insight again for me, Tate?
Oh, yes. Sorry. My bad.
You're good.
20.
With so 20 from you, and then what'd you get, Searson?
21.
So you can tell that Mercurio despises Tabaxi with like every fiber of his being. And when he says supposed wrongdoings back in Aeneas, he definitely did something.
Okay.
Oh, Mercurio
Yeah, Mercurio definitely did something to piss them off.
and Aeneas.
Yeah, and Aeneas back that.
Aeneas.
Yeah, that's the reason that the Dinar family got run out of town was definitely his fault.
Well, unfortunately, we cannot condone him for crimes committed in Aeneas. We can only condone him for crimes committed in Leowin. So did he commit? Like, is he being honest here?
Oh yeah, he hasn't done anything. He has not done anything wrong thus far, from what you can tell by his demeanor in Leowin.
Technically, it wasn't self-defense.
Yeah, and he's not lying about what happened that night. For all intents and purposes, with all the evidence and from what three different people seem to tell you, he killed the Tabaxi in self-defense.
Okay. So yeah, it wasn't self-defense. I mean, it's a bit brutal in self-defense, but it was self-defense regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, hold on, let me go back to what you said, because the reason why I started, because they thought it might have been something else, right? The Tabaxi.
Yeah, they thought that maybe. Basically, because some people thought that the Tabaxi thought that he killed killed that one like on purpose, like premeditated, like not in self-defense, and basically they were very unhappy at the fact that basically he was getting off scot-free.
Okay. So yeah, this was
And-
self-defense.
Mm-hmm.
The main thing is, was he absolutely sure and positive that the Tabaxi was going to kill him?
He motions to the claw. Mercurio simply motions to the claw mark on his face again. If he went for my head, they went for our head. I'd like to think that the next place they were aiming for, and then he rubs his throat.
Play. That would constitute for it.
So I can
Right.
trust that I won't be dealing with another witch hunt. Then in that case, that the Tabaxi that the rest of them can finally leave me be.
And
Well,
Hmm?
oh no, you go, Car.
I would say yes. I don't believe further investigation is warranted for this specific interest. But it should be best that some relationships need to ease between you and the Tabaxi.
I'll leave that to my brother, not to me. Not to me.
Why not both of you?
Because I'd rather not let anyone know of the quality that me and my brother share.
Why not?
Well, for one thing, it might make business a bit harder for him if people think that eventually he might switch into someone as cheerful as I am. And on another note, bounty. If anyone still hunts me for the crime, they could go after him as a technicality.
That is true.
As of right now, you two and my brother's darling wife over there, he gives her a bit of a wink, are the only people who know.
Huh. Excuse me. That could be another option. Now, it's not the greatest option in the world, but it might help ease your goals.
And what would that be?
Theoretically, we could proclaim that your dad.
True.
And what would that solve exactly?
Mock execution trial doesn't exist, all swept under the rug. It would accomplish Cloud's goal, or Melody's goal. He would have no further quarrel with you if you theoretically don't exist.
Yes, but there's an issue there. If Abbresso happens to leave town and there is someone who looks exactly like him here, what would the explanation be then?
Uses for clones and things of the like.
If only he were.
We could say he's recently came across some new revenue and acquired a simulacrum.
Clever. That could work. Would definitely make his business a lot easier to have without having the stain of my existence to worry about.
This is, however, a very not the cleanest solution of things, in which I'm trying to say that is probably a very corrupt solution. But it is indeed a solution to this problem. I will let Tate decide, because ultimately she is the one in charge of the law enforcement, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so as the warden, as someone who is in charge of law enforcement, that is not my jurisdiction, I am only leaving the option open for you.
I mean, that works. Although Abbresso, he wouldn't have to leave town or anything, right? If Mercurio's declared dead.
Yep. All he'd have to do is just hide it a bit better.
Okay. I mean, that works for me. Less paperwork.
Mercurio nods in agreement.
Although before he goes back and Abbresso comes back, he'll say, you might need to. Oh, bye, Perry.
See ya, Perry.
See ya.
See you, Barry.
Don't mean to disrupt the game. Just I'm heading out now. See ya.
Be good.
Bye.
See you, Norm.
See you.
I was like, oh yeah. So yeah, he says to Mercurio, all right, you need to control yourself a bit better than
He takes a deep breath.
especially when you're being threatened.
Takes a deep breath. I will try my best to do so.
Any slip up and I'm killing you myself.
Well, if you kill me, you kill my brother, thus killing an innocent man.
I'll find a way. I mean, I'm
Nay,
partially joking.
as of, well, tomorrow, we will find you, Mercurio, Dana, guilty of murdering, whatever the Tabaxi's name was.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. I was never given a name for it, I'm pretty sure.
You don't have to worry about
Yeah,
that.
just exactly.
Yeah. Guilty of murder, with the proper punishment being execution. However, Abrasso, Dana, is, well, as far as we know, went on a trip and is currently back in healthy condition.
Yep.
Sounds good to me in that regard.
You, in return, Melody will hopefully silence their aggressions toward you. You, in return, will silence your aggressions towards them. And you will give us your support when we need it.
I assume by my support you mean my brothers, but very well. That works. Does that work for you, Elia, dear? Oh, yes, I think that rather works well for us.
Lovely. And Susan will dust herself up, off, and get up. Well, it's great to see that this investigation has come to a close.
Indeed.
I bid you all a wonderful day. Hope you enjoy that tea. She makes a very good batch of it.
I will
I will
indeed.
start to walk off.
Mercurio looks at you carefully, Tate, as he watches you guys leave.
Why me specifically? Because
You
I said
would-
I might kill him.
You were the one that fucking pinned his brother against the wall.
I had to
I know.
for the investigation.
I know. It's justified, but he does look at you that way, kind of, as you leave.
Take kind of sus.
It's valid.
Take care, Mercurio says. And as you guys near the door, you hear Esso's voice come out once more, and you see him start to talk about his day with Elia, sounding vibrant and sounding nothing at all like his brother.
What a lovely ending.
Case closed.
Case
closed. All right, let me award some XP right now. Actually, hold up.
I wish I had a giant book to close for that.
Let me just award some XP real quick.
Unfortunately, the best I got is this.
Okay, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, with Kaladin finishing that one quest, and you guys finishing this one, I'd say yep, 28. Oh wait, no. Wait, no, yeah, 28,000 XP because that's divided by 7. That's 4,000. Yeah, okay, so 28,000 XP. You guys get 4,000 XP from this, from the combination of these two quests.
All right. Nice.
Yep.
That's very cool.
Thank you, Norm.
On that note, Whitney.
Whitney.
I think
Roxy.
I need to be going now, though.
Yes.
No! See you, Norm.
Oh, bye, Norm.
Norm. Enjoy the vacation.
Thank you very
Talk
much.
to the gals.
Yeah. It's really late.
She fucking died. Let's get some patent Terrences in the chat.
Have fun on your island.
Have fun on the island.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
I know.
See ya.
Okay, so Whitney, you're hanging out in the bakery, hanging out in the bakery right now,
Okay.
and you see this stark black alumni walk in.
Oh no.
Oh no! Hold up, I gotta sit up. Shit.
You see
Oh,
this alumni appears to be androgynous in a way. You can't tell whether they're male or female. And they kind of like look around the establishment, kind of already writing down notes.
Okay, hold up. I gotta find the name again real quick. Hold up. Fuck.
If I say I have the name right here.
I know who this person is. Give it to me, please.
All right, let me just copy and paste the name.
Oh, Monsieur Seti.
The alumni snaps to look at you. You must be Monsieur. God, what is Mrs. in
Madame.
French? Madame. Thank you. I'm sorry. Sorry, that was out of character. He did not mess that up. Anyway,
Yeah.
you must be Madame Crempate, or is it Madame Severin now? If I am to understand correctly.
Oh yes, I have taken my husband's name.
Understandable. Is Monsieur Severin here at the moment, or is he currently busy with other matters?
He is helping a fellow Lion of Leowen out on the quest at the moment.
Well then, I suppose that you will be the one that I suppose you will be the one that will be going through this inspection then today, then, yes?
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, looking at your lobby, I can safely say that it is above average compared to what I've seen in other places, so good, well done in keeping it clean. Apparently some bakeries seem to have an issue with that.
Merci. I try my very best. I always make sure upon entry and upon leaving that the store is very clean. Also, I instruct my other employees to do so.
They nod. Wonderful, wonderful. I understand that I understand that you have a manager of this establishment. Would they happen to be in at this current moment?
Is Needs here?
Yeah. You got a peek in the back, and you see Needs basically freaking out when he hears Sati's voice. Like, oh god, oh fuck, oh god.
Oh god, oh
Oh
god.
god, like me. Oh god, oh shit, oh fuck. Yes, Nitsido is here. Nitsido?
Needs comes out. Hello, I am Needs the Dough, but you can call me Needs for short. It is an honor to meet you, Monsieur Alimentare. They kind of look Needs up and down. Tabaxi, all right. Well kept. So no hair in the dishes, I would assume. No, none whatsoever. I always make sure to keep my hair my fur rather kept, sir. Ma'am. The sir will work.
Oh yes, I forgot to ask your pronouns. Are they them? Or
Them will work most assuredly. But if you were to call me by a certain phrase, then sir, monsieur may work. But it is good to see that you at least have the capability to ask. They proceed to note that down.
yes, it's very inconvenient in Infernal. We don't really have non-binary terms in our language. So
But at least common can make up for it in that regard. At least. So I will be neat. The music just gets skipped. Okay.
no.
Roxy, do you have any good music for this?
My mind just immediately went to you know what.
Oh my goodness! Is it the Ratatouille one?
Well, don't play that because that doesn't fit this at all. But yes, play some French shit, Car.
Okay, gotcha.
Play some French shit.
All right.
He got some French shit. he
I'm going
said.
to need one. Okay, to start us off, I'm going to need one of everything.
Okay. Well, we made a lot of fresh batches. I'm gonna bring him one of everything.
All right. Okay. So roll me a. I think you have it in your inventory. I think. Hopefully, do you have it? Survey says no. You don't. Okay. Make me a charisma check. Make me a charisma check, but add 8 to that.
All right, can you like unpause the thing so I can access my character sheet?
Can you not access your character sheet?
You can still access it if it's paused.
I mean, wait, where is how?
Click on if you click on the image, it should open up your character sheet.
Oh wait, yeah. Sorry, I forgot. Just scroll all the way down. Okay, so you said charisma +8.
Yep.
Okay. Where are you? So that's but with my regular modifier.
Well, the +8 is the +8 is basically me giving you expertise in cooking utensils because I believe you do have that. So.
Oh, okay. So, all right. Almost a nat 20.
Okay, so with a 27, so you bring out the food. They take a deep breath, and you see their ears kind of perk up a little bit, tail wags somewhat, but they don't. But their face doesn't have any expression as they proceed to take a bite out of one of everything. You see them carefully tasting each dish, writing down some notes. Interesting texture. The combination of sweets here would not be something that I'd usually expect. Clearly Dit's baking style and origin, but with some elven charm added on top of it. This seems to be something of dragonfire in nature as well. And they kind of mutter to themselves as they eat each dish.
She's just got this like gleam in her eyes, and she's like trying to keep all of her excitedness down.
Well, they after they take one bite of everything, you then proceed to watch them finish every single pastry that you gave them.
Yes.
Well, I can safely say that out of all the bakers that I've met thus far, including your very own parents, this is clearly better than what they've given me. Not perfection, but no art ever is perfection, as it were.
You flatter me.
Yes, indeed. I think I've already have my rating for this place figured out, as it were.
And what would you give me?
Unfortunately, that is for the guild to know and for them to give and to tell you, as it were, Madame Crempate, Madame Severin. But I can safely let you know that at the very least you have passed.
Thank you so much, Monsieur.
They nod and proceed to stand, and they kind of like stack up all the dishes to put them in a neat pile on the table, so it makes it easy for you to clean up. Now, on that note, there are other bakeries that I must investigate in Leowin, as it were, though I doubt they'll be able to excel as well as yours has currently.
She's like blushing. Thank you so much for coming in today, Monsieur. Would you like to take anything home with you?
No, thank you.
Not that I'm trying to add on any more to the score.
No, thank you. If I'd like anything else from here, I will simply order at the moment that I wish for it. But I wish you both a day. Wish you both a well day, and I will be on my way. And with that,
I bow after them.
They bow back, and then they leave the bakery, and Needs just says, "Oh, gods."
And I'm just like squeeing and jumping up and down, and then I start jumping up and down with Needs, and I'm like, ah! They liked it! They liked it!
We did it!
We did it! Oh my god, Tit is going to be so happy!
Yeah. Oh, wow. Happy's gonna be great. Gonna be happy about this.
You impressed him too, don't forget!
Thanks, boss.
No problem, my favorite employee, and she pinches her cheek.
Ah.
Oh my goodness, this is the best.
On that note, I'm going to switch off if that's okay, Whitney.
Yep.
All right. Skipping forward a couple weeks, a week or two later, a storm rolls into town one day. Well, not a storm. Thunder clouds roll in. It is very windy, and you always see a flash of lightning, but you always hear the thunder, but you see no lightning. I got it. Don't worry. Leave it alone for right now. And on that day, Alar doesn't come to work. But you do get sightings that he's been hanging out at the docks.
Okay, go to the docks.
Is anyone else heading to the docks or just Searson?
Nah, let his boo go to the docks.
Come along.
Nah, I'm good.
All right, B.
Alum wishes to come with from what it looks like, or
It's up to y'all. I ain't gonna persuade or not persuade you.
if it's up to you whether you come along.
I'm just happy that Roxy beat the final boss of the cooking.
Yeah, I'll let him go alone.
The Karen of Karens.
All right. Well, it's up to you, Alum, if you come along or not.
Yes!
Nice. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna assume that Searson's by herself for right now, unless anyone says they're coming along. Like it's up to you whether you say you come along or not. So, Searson, you head to the docks.
Right.
You see Alar standing at the edge of them with his arms folded behind his back.
Gonna go wrap an arm around him.
He startled at first by that, but then he looks over at you. Oh, Searson, is something the matter?
I didn't see you for quite some time, and I thought something may have been the matter with you.
Just the weather today has me thinking somewhat, and I'm feeling that something is approaching.
Well, the storm.
Yes, storm. Me and storms don't exactly get along well, or haven't in the far past.
Why do you say that?
Usually, when a storm comes, someone else is held it along with it.
You don't mean like the Tempest game, right?
Every time I hear a lightning strike now, a little piece of me jumps. And every arrow he launched was another lightning bolt, and was another lightning bolt through the sky.
Well, I don't see any of those around here, at least.
Good. Usually when lightning comes, it takes away everything that I've worked so hard to protect. And I have plenty of that now.
What are you trying to protect?
My home, my new life, the people I care most about. I lost enough from the lightning 40 years ago. I'd rather not lose it all again.
Well, I can guarantee that not everything will be lost. Well, I cannot guarantee that everything, like, what I'm trying to say is, well, I cannot guarantee that some things won't be lost. Not everything will be lost. The Tempest King, despite all that he took from you, he still didn't take you. And he didn't take Thren on a rule. And he didn't take the time that you spent with us. That's something he can never take.
You're right. Time and the time and the memories that have gone are something that I can never lose. Nor would I.
Mumbles Sparrow, on the other hand.
Wait, did she actually mutter that, or?
Yeah, she actually mutters that.
All the more reason to deal with that thread. I'd rather not lose the memories I have now, especially when you make up so many of them.
She looks away and smiles a bit. Then she looks back at the sea and the storm, a bit worried.
And for the first time, you see lightning come down on the horizon, and
Oh,
with it, thunder, and then a thunk behind you.
right? Investigate the thunk.
Both of you turn around, and you see a human with electric blue eyes staring you down.
I thought the session was going to end there, so I'm good. Uh-oh. Hello there. I'll
Alar,
say, consciously putting my hand on the hilt of the sword.
Alar does the same for the Sword of Unity, and the human stares at the two of you for a moment, and then his eyes flicker towards Alar. You do indeed live. He wasn't lying. Alar then says, Orion. Alar. You see him squeeze his fist for a moment, and lightning and electricity seems to sparkle off of it. I thought I did you in 40 years ago. To see you stand before me now, and with new allies in tow, he says, looking at you, Searson.
I'm sure you're not alone as well.
A horseman is never alone. He pulls his head off, and you can tell that, despite the fact that that you know this man was alive at least 40 odd years ago, he looks like he's in his 20s.
I mean, Naylor looks like he's in his 20s, so I don't see a problem here.
Well, he's human.
I mean, he's the Tempest King, so that's a problem, but
yeah,
aside from the obvious.
It's something weird for humans, since usually they age like cheese.
Okay.
Compared to elves.
That's it. I'm calling you cheese from now on, Roxy.
What?
You're cheese!
What does that mean?
I don't know. Anyways, continue. I'm sorry.
Why am I cheese?
Orion kind of like looks back at Alar. It seems that my dreams won't be done being haunted by you yet. I could say the same to you, Orion. I'd love nothing more than to kill you right now, but now is not the time. Be careful.
Yes. Right. No, yeah, go on. You.
Be careful who you fight beside, Tikriel. The monster that you have on a leash might one day break free.
Think that's going to happen?
No. If he's as weak as I hear he is now, perhaps not. Though that makes killing you all the less fun. I'm sure you'll find some way to find a thrill out of it. Orion.
If you're here and sworn to kill him, why don't you just kill him now?
Because Spiro needs him for something. What for, I don't care. But eventually I will put my arrow through your heart again. And this time...
Spiro has told the king.
Hmm?
Thank you for giving me that information.
But as another time. And after that I can finally lose my memories of you.
So that's what you're being offered. Has he offered anyone else anything as well?
He's offered the same to me that he did you. A new, peaceful world. One not haunted by the mistakes of men like him. He motions to Alar.
Yeah, instead it'd be haunted by the mistakes of you who allowed such a dreadful world to exist.
I'd rather have a world like that exist than live in one where your influence still remains upon it.
I'm gonna take up my sword and start pointing it at him and getting closer and getting in front of Ayla. You don't have a reason for all this, do you?
For what? My drive.
Being here?
I wanted to see if the Sorcerer King yet lived, to see if Spiro was right or not. And it seems he was. He takes a step forward, unafraid. And Alar is like you can feel the magical pressure start to flow off Alar's hands as he's like right behind you. I wanted to see the eyes of the man who I'm going to kill. I'm going to butcher like he did my entire family line so long ago. And I wanted to see the fear in his eyes, to know that his death is coming. And then he steps back. That is the only reason I am here. To give you the courtesy of knowing that your end comes soon.
horseman never rides alone.
No, we don't.
Her eyes and kind of smiles a bit. Well, you saw him now. You told your threatening words. You can go now.
Orion simply stares for a while longer before he turns on a heel, pulling his head back up. I will see you on the battlefield, Daenerys. We will settle our score then. I hope that you become as strong as you were back then. Because I've gone far stronger than before. And I look forward to frying you alive. You can make all the threats that you want. I'm not afraid of you. We'll see, won't we? Watch for the horizon. Because a storm is approaching. And another flash of lightning and Orion's gone. And the moment he's gone, Alar collapses onto his hands and knees.
Hey. I'll pick him up.
He is breathing heavily.
Did he scare you a bit?
Same as ever. Same one-minded drive to kill me. How can something like that still exist?
What drove you to continue existing?
There was nothing. The fact that I couldn't die. The hole that Leah stuck me in. And then it was Thrin and Rule looking after them, making sure they were all right. And then there's this town keeping this place safe. Now with all that, it's all being threatened again by that thing. Never going to stop. He's not going to stop until one of us is in the ground.
Gonna hold on to him pretty tightly. Hey. Let's... Oh, a BRB by Rexy. How do I put this? You know something interesting?
Hmm?
In giving his speech to us, he has already put himself at a bit of a disadvantage. And you know what would be greatest? The look on his face when he realizes that he can't actually achieve his goal. Like those revenants, he could never achieve satisfaction.
As long as I live, anyway.
And, you know, even if he does win, not saying he will, highly unlikely, I don't think anything can go through us. Especially since we have that Kaladin fella. Wink. But even if he does sort of win, there's still something he can't take from you.
And what's that?
Kiss him!
Oh shit! Okay. Alar is startled is shocked by that at first. But then he kisses you right back. Holding you as much as you're holding him. Hey, it finally happened, and Roxy missed it.
Roxy!
Feels bad.
Everyone tag Roxy and put it in an F. Yes!
Eventually, you are forced to pull away for air, and
I mean, of course.
he all he says in response is, "Wow."
Yes.
And
She's just smiling for a bit.
he's smiling too.
Thank you for making me feel so alive.
Thank you for being a reason for me to keep going.
But I can't stop smiling.
And you two just sitting there, holding each other on the docks as the storm slowly passes by. And I'm sure that in the that Tate feels a disturbance in the distance.
I feel the disturbance in the force.
He does. He felt it. Something good happened. And he wasn't there for a good reason.
You know what? The Tempest King can't destroy this kiss! Oh! Oh!
You know what? You're right. You're right.
On that note, okay, I have one more thing we can do. Well, I have a couple more things we can do, I think. Do you guys want to do
Right.
do you guys want to do the combat stuff?
We can-
or
Actually, if it's okay with you, do you mind if we take a break?
yeah. 5 minute break, 5 minute break. Hey, we'll be right back,
Do
folks.
you mind if it's a little bit longer than 5 minutes? I need to go to Taco Bell, and I also need to give someone a call.
All right,
Dave
noted.
and I need to give someone a call. Wink, wink.
All right, noted.
I had to go to the bathroom.
Pause.
What happened?
You
Nothing
missed
happened.
everything.
You
I'm
missed
sorry.
everything.
Okay, starting back up. So a couple days after the incident with the Tempest King, you all received word from Aldwin of the exact location of a undead dragon knight and their dragon that Alien Flameblade and Pinol White Flame would like you two to deal with for them.
Okay.
Supposedly they were at the top. They were resting at the top of a hill in a nearby forested region. They haven't moved for some time, but the corridor on which you might be able to catch them is decreasing more and more. So that's why Aldwin would like you guys to. Aldwin would like it if we all deal with them now. On top of that, before you guys get there, Illum will use Inspirational Leader to give you guys, I think it's 5 temporary hit points.
Good stuff. I'll take all the temp HP I can get.
Mm-hmm. Right, let me check to make sure. It's your level plus your charisma modifier. Okay, so I'm sorry. It's 17 temp HP.
Ooh, so I'll just put down 137.
Well, no, there is a temp HP section.
I am blind.
It's right. I got it.
Danke.
Mm-hmm. So, is there anything anyone would like to? Is there did anyone have anything they'd like to do before they head out to hunt down this undead dragon knight?
Dragon Knight? That's a good question, Chief. That's a good question.
I don't think I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just check to make sure that everyone's HP is the way it's supposed to be. So that's 12.
A Dragon Knight and its dragon. Do we have any idea what type of dragon it is?
No idea what the dragon is.
Okay.
Because the writer's dragon had died when he died, but apparently he had gone with another one. He had grabbed another one after he turned undead and fled.
Alright, so it's Undead Dragon Knight with a new dragon. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Ba.
Does he have the?
Alright.
Oh, yeah.
The dog barks. I'll be right back.
All right. So let me go ahead and move you guys over. Let me go ahead and activate the battle map that you guys are going to be on. Alright, so you guys eventually arrive at the base of a hill. And you can hear, you guys know that the Dragon Knight should be at the top. Who would like to lead the way?
Alright. I'll go invisible.
Alright, so Kaladin's going invisible. Give me a second here.
I guess I'll lead.
Alright.
sorry.
That works. There's invisible. Alright. Well, let me unpause. There we go.
Is everything is like part of this map supposed to be dark?
Yeah, because basically that's walls. So basically anything that you see is a wall that's like uphill.
This be big map. I don't like this.
Okay, so I guess we go up.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Just follow the path upward.
I gotta refresh. Ass.
You had to refresh?
Oh. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Who am I?
Shit.
Why?
You there, Roxy?
No, I am. Sorry.
Alright, Keith, how often can we do these, what was it? Our, like, stronghold actions and effects and...
So stronghold action only fires off on initiative count 20, losing all ties. So the second column is only on initiative count 20. The third ones are you can only do once per extended rest.
How long is an extended rest?
I think that's one Acrian week, so about 8 days.
Where are you?
Okay. Alright.
Oh, I see him.
Yeah.
How far away are you?
I'm bringing you up.
Gotta go up. Oh, spoopy.
Spoopy.
I'm invisible, so it should be fine.
So as you guys get closer up, the Death Knight seems to be the undead knight seems to be sitting against the dragon, and he kind of like stirs somewhat, or you see the red glow of his eyes kind of like look up as you guys approach.
Yeah. I'm gonna stealth if I haven't already.
Roll stealth. Straight wall.
Not with advantage.
Nope, because the dragon's awake.
All right. So there's invisibility, and then there's boots of elvenkind.
Okay, but Gabe, you do remember that dragons do have a thing called blind sense, right?
Oh shit. Well, I'll like to do it silently.
Roll. Let's go.
All right, fine. Shot. That's a 24.
Okay, noted. The Death Knight does not appear to notice you.
Nice.
He slowly stands up. Why do you approach me?
We want to kill you? I mean, no.
Wait,
Say that?
No.
Is that what we're actually here for?
Yes, you're here to. Yes, Elian and Penal want you to kill this undead dragon knight.
Okay.
As you get closer, you see that this dragon looks like it's made out of stars.
It's so pretty. I don't want to kill it. I'm just joking. It's very pretty though.
Wait, word?
Yeah, it looks like it's made out of stars. Like you can literally see stars on its skin.
Yeah, look at the token on the map.
Oh, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
So fucking pretty.
You do not appear to be dragon knights, but perhaps you serve them.
We do.
So you are here to kill me then?
I mean, do we have to? Are they like a threat?
Yeah. I mean, Elian and Penal would like you for you to kill them because well, they do want them dead.
What do they do exactly, though? Why do they want them dead?
So the main reason seems to be because they're an undead dragon knight, but also it's to put them at rest in a way.
How about counter offer? They could just help us with the issue that we're about to have.
You can try.
Well, okay. Tate is gonna just walk towards them a little bit. He doesn't want to get too close, but he's saying, perhaps you could help us with a dilemma.
And what dilemma would that be?
Well, someone is trying to change the world and make it seem like a better place when it's actually not. And with your skills, you could help us.
The dragon, you see the dragon perk up, and it seems to like mutter something to the undead knight in a language that sounds old. You say change the world for the better, but not truly. Is it not truly better because you will lose something?
Well, this person, the way he wants to change the world, it's not technically morally sound. Everyone everyone will be at peace, and he like puts peace in like quotation marks, but it's kind of a false peace because Out of character, this is the one where they'll be in peace, but at a certain point, the long night comes or something like that.
Yeah, the one that comes anyway. It's just that people will go through an age of peace beforehand with no memory of the way the world used to be.
Yeah. So yeah, while they're at peace, a long and terrible night will come, which will destroy them anyway. And I'd rather we not have that.
So it sounds more like. But if that is what the world wants, is that not their right to have it?
Well, it wouldn't be a exciting world to live in. I'll say that. People won't be living; they'll just be biding their time.
Perhaps. And would that be so bad? He says, patting Dragon's head. To lose a world such as this for a new one.
Well, yes. Despite people going through some terrible hardships, they wouldn't grow as people. I would think. Yeah, this world is kind of messed up, but there are some good parts to it. I would like to keep that.
The dragon seems to mutter to him once again, and he seems to nod along to it.
Fucking.
So, oh, sorry. Yeah.
No. He seems of the raspy voice comes up from underneath the hood. I mean, not the hood, the helmet once more. I find that my companion here seems to prefer that idea to the current state that it finds me in.
Well,
in the new world, you see him slightly pull at his tattered scarf. I could not be shackled to death as I currently am. But in the world you wish to stay in, I find myself in my current situation.
well, not necessarily. If you do help us, you won't be shackled anymore. We'll make sure that you go in peace.
He seems to ponder your words for a moment as the dragon continues to speak to it in a language unlike anything that you've heard. And then the dragon seems to purr as it looks behind the Death Knight and what appears to be it looks like it's looking directly behind the Death Knight, actually, in this direction.
Wait. Oh, okay. Well, say, is he looking at Calvin?
If you had to hazard a guess,
Bruh.
Wait, do I know that he's there?
No,
Okay,
Kaladin
I
went.
stayed on the back, but
Kaladin's invisible, but you don't know that he's there.
well, I'll get a little closer, but like I'm gonna put my hands up like respectfully, you know, like I mean, what do you say? Oh yeah, so Tate will say, yeah, I wouldn't lie to you. I am a man of my word.
Let me here.
Oh God, Gabe, what did you do?
Wait, did Gabe do
See,
something?
Calendar went away.
Oh my! Wait! Gabe, where did you go? Where'd you go?
You just see his token just go straight down the.
Really, man? Really? Wait, where did your freaking thing go? Wait, where did you go? Hold on, where are you at?
I don't know where he went. I just know he went straight down.
I'm trying to find his token. Like, it's not bringing me to it. Hold up. Like, hold up. Did his token just straight up? Oh, there it is. There it is. I see it. Why is it? Why is it doing that? Stop. Wait. Why are you moving around like that?
It's a good question. I don't know.
Wait, is that?
You mean using the arrow keys?
Why are you pressing down on the arrow keys so much?
I'm not. I'm just holding it down.
Why?
I'm escaping the dragon.
Oh my goodness. Go back to your goddamn
Alright,
spot.
fine. It was worth a try.
Jesus Christ, man.
Continue, continue.
Wait, what? What happened?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hold up. Let me just grab Tate real quick. There.
Oh. Okay. Wait. Let me go through. Shortcut. Aha.
Oh.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Okay. He's going. Oh my goodness. Okay. He's going to stare at you for a long while. The dragon continues to stare as well in Kaladin's general direction.
Do I realize this?
Yes, you see its starry eyes staring at you.
Alright.
Kaladin, what are you
I'm
doing?
compromised.
Or staring in your general direction. Let me rephrase.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
I fought in your general direction.
And then the undead knight says, I have fought a long time. If there is peace and defeat, I would rather see it now rather than later. And you see him take his sword out of the ground. Your offer is a good one, but it would see me in this tainted world longer than I would like.
Whoa. You can't hang on just a bit longer? You know, it wouldn't give you a satisfaction that something that evil is gone and that you helped contributed to it.
You see him take a deep breath. I would rather... You take a deep breath. I would rather finally be able to slumber once again. And you see the dragon's head come down, and he rubs its head, And then the dragon looks at you all and says, "So, shall we begin?"
That was fine.
Respectfully, that's whack.
That's it. I'm whacking him.
I mean, I don't want to because, we need all the help that we can get. And I see no need in killing him besides the fact that 2 people want him dead. But okay, I guess.
I mean,
Good soldiers follow orders.
the thing with him, right, is he simply wants to be placed to rest.
Yeah.
So he could just lie down and let us kill him.
That's not
Ah, you kidding me? Nah, he wants a good death.
Wow, picky.
Mhm. But Tate, you are welcome to try. You are welcome to try.
I mean, I like fighting things, but also at the same time, I'm also focused on making sure we have the help that we can get with this thing that's gonna happen soon. So I'm like, hey, bro, you're powerful. I don't really want to kill you. You can just help us this one time and then you'll be at peace. We'll help you be at peace.
it does. I actually rolled to see if he would actually join you, and the dice were not in favor.
Keith is just bad at rolling dice.
What if you gave him advantage?
I did give him advantage.
What if you gave him triple advantage? No,
Well,
lucky.
can I roll charisma? Because I didn't roll charisma. Persuasion.
Roll persuasion privately. Like, do a self roll. Or blind roll, rather.
Look, can I get advantage? 'Cause I'm really willing because I have good intention.
Go ahead.
Like I have good intention.
What is that total?
24.
I know. I'm looking to see what the actual dice roll was. A 19. Okay. All right. At the last hour, the Death Knight does seem to pause for a moment.
Okay.
On second consideration, I will see if your words ring true.
All right.
Alden's not gonna be happy. This is gonna be funny. All right. Anyway. All right.
Wait, you're not fighting him?
Alwyn
not
doesn't
fighting
have
him?
to be happy.
You're not fighting him. You
Alden's like, you what?
Yay!
You persuaded him to stand down.
Yay!
For a good cause.
For the cause!
And as you guys
Look,
return to Leowyn, you guys return to Leowyn with the Death Knight in tow. And so a lot of people notice him and are like, "What the fuck?"
Hi guys!
Don't question it. Everything will be fine.
And as you guys near the gates, you hear a familiar voice that you absolutely hate to hear say, "Interesting. An undead dragon knight in tow. You all."
That I hate to hear.
It's a voice that the last time you heard, they tried to kill you.
Okay.
As you see this figure in a red cloak standing by the gates of the castle.
Yo, is that Ares?
Oh, well. An undead dragon knight, an undead death knight, a death knight, and a dragon and a void dragon in tow. You guys are definitely interesting.
Sir Medium! I demand to know!
You all haven't changed one bit.
That's
You
it.
just
I demand
switched out your
answers, Keith.
Hold up.
purple robe for a red robe, so you're capable of change, I guess. No, I didn't actually say that.
Hold up. Okay. Clearly, no one's a fan of that. And then the hood comes off, and you see that it's Thrin. Jeez, all right, jeez.
It is
Oh,
green. Oh my fucking
oh,
god!
see, I thought it was the purple bitch.
The
Oh,
purple bitch.
I see that. People still aren't a fan of that. Got it.
I'm sorry.
Well, long time no see, everyone. I haven't seen you all in 3 decades.
Divided by 10.
Divided by 10.
God, this taco shell tastes as old as Roxy.
I was about to say because oh my god.
Wait, say again?
Okay, hold up. Okay, anyway, Thrin does look older somewhere. You see his hair is more grown out. You see a flower crown on the top of his head. He wears Ares' robes, and Fenrir seems to walk out from behind him. Oh, care to explain the Death Knight, or are we just not going to question that as the Death Knight proceeds to fly off to the top of the castle?
I'm gonna just scoot on over and slowly but surely push Tate to the front of the crowd.
I take full responsibility, but it's for a good cause.
Would this cause happen to be in a tunnel that wants to change the entire world?
Yes.
Sounds about right. Okay, so my father's letter was not kidding, or rather, Aldwin's letter wasn't kidding. All right.
I
Well,
know it's kind of bizarre, but trust me, it'll work out.
I would say it's bizarre, but considering the fact that I'm fused with an Eternal, I think at this point I'm used to anything.
Ugh, it's disgusting. I'm throwing this out.
So, what happened in the past? I don't know how many months it's been for you guys. I know it's 30 years for me.
What was the last time we saw him?
The last time you saw him was before you guys went out on vacation.
Oh, wait, so it's been like a month or two.
Yeah, it's been 2 months for you guys. It's been 30 years for him.
Too much math.
Well, it's because he went to that route. He went to that portion of the Phalanx where time sped up for him. So he's been spending 30 years trying to gain control of Ares, or Ares' power.
How was your 3-decade vacation?
Vacation. Yeah, you're funny. I see you grew a sense of humor.
Yeah. Yep.
My training went well, he says as he kind of like puts his arms inside of his sleeves. Ares is still asleep up in here, so a lot of this has been me figuring it out on my own.
And how much progress have you had?
Good question.
See.
I'm not on their rules level, but I think I'm pretty strong.
Get in there. Okay. Good job.
Alor, you see Alor kind of like look out the window as he hears the dragon from up top, and he looks back down. He says, "I'm going to assume you didn't kill him, did you?"
I wonder what gave it away.
He looks over at Tate. I'm going to assume you convinced him.
Well, yeah, I saw no reason in killing him. No good reason, anyway.
Would say an undead being walking around, but considering that could have been me considering that could describe plenty of people at some point. I see your point. All right. So, who's going to be the one to break the news to Aldwin?
I mean, since I'm the one responsible, I guess I
Kate
should.
said, and I quote, "I take full responsibility."
All right, Searson, you know what?
Hey, that wasn't Searson saying that. That's me.
Um,
You want to fight me, Cookie? You want to go?
Yeah, let's go, man.
Let's go. Okay.
That'd be pretty interesting to see.
Oh my goodness.
Square up.
As you guys are discussing this, I will say that you do hear a big commotion coming up from behind you, one even bigger than the undead dragon knight walking around.
Of course.
Oh, on God.
And as you turn around, you see a group of Lupin and Wolfera walking into town. Or walking into the town square.
5!
And amongst them, you see a one-eyed Lupin who you know very well, because he killed 2 of you. And that's where we're going to end the session.
Oh my god. Oh.
You tease. Alright, fine.